아까 공주 스탁미키 그랍을 먹고 같이 주이다 보통가 돌도방 원래 오간다 나루 주춧 먹으시아 본가 몰라 원하지
Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama runira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga. Topa tiska du suki kuba na bona na gachu. Tuinkotu. Topa da bun. Kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama runira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga. Topa da bun kuyabi just kuna jikanai. Ina kun mama runira rachikun. Ubabatu kochi. La boda ni wikis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marui. Kuyabi just kuna jita. Ubaba. Ubabatu kochi. Tong nong bong chang yung yang. Tong katok smaktelia. Kuyabi just kuna kitanay. Ina kuna marula rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikong kapi. Tiska du suki kuba na bona na gachu. Tuin kotu. Topa da punkwalya gandonago chuchu. Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm with you.
Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga.
Fool! Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of the Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vultus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Karth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge, but we all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Carth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Volkers, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Terrace. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace.
Yes, what's on your mind? You do? I knew you wouldn't understand where I was. You're probably one of the most skilled women I've ever met. You've saved my butt more than once, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not. I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but Look, I'm not trying to insult you. This is just the way I am. Me. I don't remember ever saying anything about a traitor. All I mean is that if you're smart, you won't trust. Not all of us have the luxury of a choice. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it?
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been... I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the... Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Tara swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation. Perhaps if you weren't... Well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training, but... I'm sorry, I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left, hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companion.
Hey there, what can I was a little snappish when we last talked. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to talk. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in the Starfreighter's cargo hold. I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his... Showed me how to slice into a computer security system. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my... If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running... Okay.
Inkin ko no ba muli rachin kun tongay kachichu ay sa haudunga in rundi haudunga kuhungabi takum justak miki grabal mogo kachichu tongay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu tolbada bung Shagjikin Lord Jawata Uma Kava Volpa
Yes?
If... Because...
What can I do?
I'm here.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone...
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat.
I ain't talking to you. I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking. Anyone crazy enough to race like... I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any... Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the... Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a... Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik, just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke...
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be...
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make...
Welcome!
Yes?
What? Baston, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that...
Wait, let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have... It must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi...
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carve. Though I will consider your advice.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even...
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been...
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent...
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic...
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened...
Yeah, right. And every single one of them had been speaking Mandalorian. I think they've done.
Konshi kai kachin awana we team member rang thong mulira on shaturing ni patok kipuna bonana kichu kin ba mulira dwana.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun watu yama kama wona henak nek bugrash chinapala mule tonki ba non tontek. Mokau dangya foki chachiska to punta kakaspaka. Kipuna bonana kichu kin ba mulera dwana don kin ba no kudnok nek. Watawama muliri kin kun chopeshwa no ba mule raji jone yuturi yanch.
elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with... It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols. Well, why didn't you say so? Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs...
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off, but we've got a small problem. I haven't heard about anyone breaking into the middle. If you want me to help you, you've got to bring something to the... Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. Lucky for you, I know just tell her... No. Glad to hear.
On it. It's open.
Gipuna! Gavat. Watawama mulira kinkunjo peshak. No ba mulir. Kachichu aitha odunga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slim. We itha nadana itya. We itha nadana itya. Kuntit. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha odonga. Mana tota. Aku jigratuk bola. Jish watawama mulira. Kinkunjo peshak. No ba mulira. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang ingkot.
What? On it. It's open. On it. It's open.
you